said, "Dang on, Daniel, fiddle switch."
Fiddle switch.
Yes, sir.
Now you
Just
know why.
fiddle on the switch.
And then he said, "You know, you got to Germany. We had to go through." I'm like, "I don't know, Daniel. Listen, come sit."
Now you know why Grandma loved Grandpa.
Fiddle switch.
Fiddle switch.
He could
Fiddle
fiddle with the
switch.
switches. He figured out how to fiddle with the switch. This is what you gotta do. You gotta fiddle. That's how he fiddled with the switch. Grandma's
Hi, we're a few minutes late, and
They both.
Welcome to Pints and Pistons, a car show.
sorta,
Maybe.
maybe.
Brian, what do you think about the car with the straight pipes?
You can definitely hear it echoing way further behind you now. But yeah,
trumpety trumps.
but
Oh,
yeah,
it sounded like a coyote. It sounded like.
That's what doesn't make sense to me. How did adding pipe make it
Hold on.
angrier?
Well,
Are we in?
Well,
You
hold
see
on.
what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
I see what you're talking about. Give me a second. I should be able to fix that.
If you run it in manual,
fiddle switches there, Chris. Fiddle
I
switches.
feel like we're on a CRT TV.
Somehow we got caught in 4x3.
Huh?
If you run it with the PSM deactivated and the sport mode in the manual shift, you can rev it all the way up to 7,500 RPM.
Yeah, I think
Sorry,
I
guys.
revved it up. I hit like 72 or 73.
Yeah, and it sounds glorious.
Oh,
It
it,
does.
did.
Especially
It did.
like inside the car, it dampens the sound so much.
No.
You get so much more tone.
Yes.
In the car, that motor, especially it being a proper true dual as well,
No.
and flat plane firing the correct way, it just sounds
So
I
Mike,
like-
better.
glorious. Hello,
Well,
Mike.
It's just weird that we're normally not like.
yeah, we're normally widescreen, and
Yeah,
now we're 4x3.
Something
land.
messed up.
We're 4x3.
Technological differences.
Okay.
No, well,
Close
no,
enough.
no, we're
I dig it. We're all here.
we're bigger than
vibing.
4x3. We actually look like actual print photo size.
See, what
That'd
you're
make a nice
looking at
picture of
now
us.
is edited for TV. It's been formatted to fit this
The
TV.
screen.
He is
Sorta,
correct,
almost.
for the most part.
Close
Yeah.
enough.
Do you have a
Don't
CRT?
mind that bar over there, or wherever it is.
I have a CRT TV.
I know, I know.
do. We can load it up. No, but it does. It sounds way better in person than it does on camera.
So
Way better in person.
since you put the tailpipes and everything all the way out the back, is that the first time you've heard it from fully outside it?
So I recorded a video.
Not the
But-
same.
Did you put
No.
banana in the
That-
tailpipe?
I did not.
That is the first time I heard it because, like I said, I did the video. It doesn't sound anything. It sounds way, way, way better in person.
To
than
be
it does in
honest,
video.
if I was just looking this way and not watching what was going by go by, I would have thought it was a coyote.
Yep.
Well, she boots scoots and
Oh,
boogies
oh
pretty
yeah,
good,
no,
too.
no, but it's one of those that's
Not coyote
that,
paste,
that is.
I
that
will
is-
say, though,
that is coyote trumpet. That is
If you
coyote
ever
trumpet.
do the PDK swap on that thing, it is gonna be a freaking animal.
Yeah, so I've been looking more into it. It's like big tuning problems. Oh, I wanted to. Oh, that's a thing for another. I wanted to bring something up about that. That was another thing, though. I needed to show you guys a video in process to that with people talking crap on social forums. This guy is saying that he has 1,000 horsepower Cayenne turbo, and Cayennes don't have
So the Cayenne Turbo is a V6, right?
no. Well, it depends on the year.
Well, I mean, but like your year, it would
it'd
be
be a
a
V8
V6.
twin turbo.
It would be
Yeah,
a V8.
550 horsepower V8.
I thought it
twin turbo.
was the they also had the V6 at that point because you could get the
Old guy observation.
Well, no,
thing.
because Autopian
Yes,
just literally
yeah, the
did
V-
an
yeah,
article
no, they did
about
V-
this that
V6
I
twin turbo.
read,
Yeah.
and they're trying to talk to one guy out of getting literally what you have,
Yeah.
and
He
that,
did the V6 twin
and,
turbo.
but it's the VR like at that point it's the VR6
Yeah, it's
V6
it's twin
is
Yeah.
what
turbo.
you got,
And then you get a
or you
PDK
have the
with it,
V8
too.
Yeah.
because there's the two V8s. There's the 4.8 and
The 4.5, but the
4.5,
4.5
that's what
is
it was.
previous gen. So you got mine's
Actually, I think it is the first gen that they're trying to talk the guy out of buying.
okay.
it.
Yeah, so you got
I
the-
thought
the-
yours was the first.
no. So
Okay,
you get
so
the
yours
you
is
get the
second
nine.
gen.
Yeah,
So I
no, the
don't-
third. My you
I
got.
don't know fucking Porsche.
Oh no, we're going into it now because we're a car show. Dang it.
Supposedly.
So you got the 955 Cayenne, that's 04 to 08, and then you got the 957, which is 08 to 10. the first gen came with either your VR6, I think a 3.2,
Porsche
or
nerds.
the 4.5 V8 and the 4.5 V8 twin turbo, and then the 9.5 7 came with the VR6 and the 4.8 or the 4.8 twin turbo. Then my gen, the 9.5.8, came with the VR6.
Diesel truck.
Yeah, diesel bro.
You got the VR6, my motor, the 4.8, or the 4.8 twin turbo, or the 3.6. It is a V6. It's not a VR6. It's a 3.6 twin turbo. It's actually a Porsche V6.
Okay. And then the 928 was brown, and you were U-boat commander.
thought that car was silver.
But the thing is about mine though is like I did research into it. They literally just strap turbos on my motor. It's like nothing's different between that and that.
So why aren't you strapping turbos to your motor?
That's a lot of space.
And honestly, I think the PDK swap would be way more fun.
That's my
True.
thing. Like so.
True.
No. You're missing the golden opportunity. Both of the turbos and the PDK swap.
One at a time. It's very expensive.
Not do everything.
No.
What, you're gonna be in there anyways.
I understand what you're saying. So, forget about the engine bay. Fuck that. You
LS swap.
No,
Sorry.
no. You deleted mufflers. What goes in the spot of those? Turbos. Rear-mounted turbos.
Hey, there you go.
A
PDK swap.
I'm a bad influence.
It's a lot of pipe.
But do you have the space underneath there to run?
Yeah.
And obviously there's space in the nose for a front mount.
Oh yeah. Well, that's what our 1,000 horsepower guy is.
And I mean,
So-
since we're spending Dan's money here, you know, I mean, we can always make this a little easier to control. We can throw in some Turbo Smart E-gates on top of that thing.
All right. So here's the thing. Though. So this guy.
I love
He's
spending
got-
his money.
It's way more fun than spending mine.
This guy has got a 955 4.5 twin turbo V8 Cayenne,
Ugh.
and he is saying he makes this whole big prolonged post like, we finally did it. We broke 1,000 horsepower, and I'm like, wait, hold on. There's a modding scene for these.
Well, it's a Porsche.
The Cayenne, it's very, very, very limited with the Cayennes. People buy these and they drive them and train them at like BMW X5s. Like, they don't do anything to them. It's old people, they lease them and return them, and then poor people like me get their hands on them
It's like
and
when
buy them and
Jack
we can't
had
fix
the
it and return them.
X5 and it was the M1 and it literally had 315s up front and 335s in the back and I'm like, okay.
Dan, you are forgetting the one important lesson about the forums and the bickering and the fighting on the internet. Fighting on the internet is like racing in the Special Olympics.
I know.
Even if you win, you're still
Well,
retarded.
the thing is like this
Can't
guy.
say that.
He
I
made
can't.
This,
I just did.
but he made this whole post saying about how his shop has worked on a few of these and it's prototype stuff with research and development, and they're into it. They're making over 1,000 with this one car, and he posted a picture of the car and a video, a 5-minute video of some regular driving through a neighborhood and him just talking randomly. And he gets on the highway and he goes, well, I'm going to do a rolling launch now. And he does his rolling launch. And it looks like a stock, turbo
Are
Cayenne.
you sure he didn't say I'm doing my rolling lunch now?
Well, it looks and sounds like a stock turbo Cayenne with aftermarket blow-off valves, because the picture he's got is got of the four-wheeler. The picture he's got is showing a Cayenne with aftermarket
Now,
blow-off valves. in
that's
the
not
front.
unusual in my neighborhood. Not unusual
This
at
is a little
all
different.
in my neighborhood.
That's unusual.
But so
I know. Like I said, that's the first time I've seen that here. Like I said, I have ridden four-wheelers around my neighborhood and do it all the time.
not this one.
But we
I
have
see
private
side by
roads,
side,
so
right.
Oh, we've seen a lot of shit. It's
But
not that.
at least he had lights on, unlike the old man on the mobility scooter.
I'd have to show you guys the video because you can tell it's not.
Did this guy, by chance, used to run a small business making mod parts for Ford Mavericks?
I don't know, probably. Or he could have been the one guy in the Mazda Speed world doing the same kind of stuff as that guy.
I get what you're putting down.
Yeah.
And then people are started asking questions, and he goes, well, things are in research and development in their secret trades of my shop, so I'm not sharing it. And then they're like,
AKA, I don't have an actual answer for that well thought out question you just proposed to me. Therefore, I'm just going to dodge it.
and then the next
The question
answer
was way more thought out than his original post was.
I'm getting batshit insano fast E30 vibes. And anybody that was on Rev Limited knows that reference.
He said,
Or like what we were
have-
talking about. There's
he said,
a guy.
I have exhaust cutouts and they're shut, and I'm only going half throttle. I don't want to put my car in a ditch.
It's all-wheel drive.
And at first, he.
Hold on. God damn, this is so much Mustang shit.
Let him cook. Let him cook.
This glasses are even coming off. I can't see what's in front of me, but
Brother, welcome to the Porsche forums.
no,
That's Porsche with two O's.
This is
No, this is Corral.net shit talking level stuff.
yes. This is
From 20 years ago.
This is 2008, 2009 Corral.net or Stang.net. I just got the new V6, and I'm able to put down yada yada yada. I did this.
Dude,
Look at my new K&N filter that got me
wish-
38 fucking
I wish
horsepower.
I could pull the up on the stream to show everyone and you guys.
Well, no.
Like, it's so
I
bad.
completely
I just put
understand
I just
what
put
you're
a
talking
I
about.
just put a pod filter and mufflers on my car and went out and beat a coyote.
I completely understand what you're talking about because the amount of videos, like you said, on Corral.net and all
I got
that,
a twin
of
turbo
this and, that,
Porsche.
and it's like, what? The Corolla fucking passed you. And he was just driving on the fucking interstate. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
He does like a 60 to 120 or something like that. And honestly,
Goddamn.
How
shit.
long? 60 to 120. That's how long did it take? How long in the video did it take to go from 60 to
I think
120?
it was like 14 or 15 seconds.
It's fucking Jimmy T all over again.
Oh my god, that's slow as shit.
And this is
Fucking-
1,000
Hold up,
horsepower
hold up.
I'm
Cayenne.
gonna say okay,
No,
a 1,000 horsepower at 4,200 pounds or whatever.
Yeah.
That should still do 60 to 130 in about what 6 or 7?
Yeah.
The six, and he says, "Oh, it's half throttle." And if you listen to the video, and honestly, if you know anything about cars in general, you can tell it's a stock V8 flooring it.
Okay, so remember that old video of the guy with the V6 Camaro, like the catfish Camaro that's in the parking lot, and the guy's like, "Oh, so what do you have?" And he's like, "Oh, I've raced Hayabusas and I beat that and I got this and I got that."
The intaker?
Yes. You.
It's got intaker.
Yes. 2006.
Core memory
It's stage
unlocked.
3, bro.
Yeah. And
It's
God
stage 3
damn,
all the way
like,
through.
That or also Jimmy T. Remember that?
What was the
remember
other
him?
What was the other one?
I know, but you remember Jimmy T?
Yeah, but what was the other one? There was another one that was out there where these guys are basically walking around a car show and they're looking at cars, and this one guy's got like a Nissan R badge on the back of
Yep.
the car, and then he's got some other stuff going on, and the guy's like,
And it's a Toyota.
and the guy absolutely, we was like telling how fast it was, but he absolutely won't raise the hood. He's like, I'm gonna show you that, and then it was just a whole shit show there.
I used to
The one
jump
with
Coke
the
cans in the parking lot, man.
with
Like,
the Challenger,
Yep.
bone stock
Yep.
red Challenger. Yeah, it's supercharged.
V6
It's
too.
supercharged. Well, where's the supercharger
It's
pole?
down there.
It's down. It's underneath. It's hidden.
That's the power steering pump, bro.
All right. You made me have to show you.
Yeah, we made him.
All right.
We
You
made
did.
him.
You twisted my arm, boys. All right, you ready for 1,000 horsepower Cayenne? Here we go. Oh, damn it. It fucking went to the wrong point. Hold on. No.
Sounds like you're as confident as running this phone as he is modding his car.
Yep.
Watch a boomer run his phone.
All right. He's going to get on here and he's going to go, I'm doing a roll along.
Pints
Get
and
out my
Pistons,
way."
ladies and gentlemen. Thrilling content.
Welcome.
We're watching.
Watch us watch videos that you can't see.
No.
Man, it's just blinkers.
Well, that's like watching Tweedledum over here watch videos of other people playing video games.
Yeah, but at least I'm not showing it on the fucking channel.
You're rolling launch. Get out of my way.
I'll do roll launch.
Away we go.
Okay, congratulations, you have a stock car.
Half throttle my ass.
There's your 1,000 horsepower Cayenne,
That
boys. Was that a wild ride?
That was
What?
about 380 horsepower.
I think mine could be quicker than that.
You're
I
probably
think
right.
my truck would keep up with
I
that.
think it would too.
I
mean,
mean, the
I'm-
Odyssey that was in front of him was going faster than him.
Dude,
Yeah, there was a Toyota Corolla in the other lane going, what's this guy doing with his phone?
And dude's hardcore defending himself in the comments. And people are like, dude, you have a shop. If you're talking about this kind of stuff, like, this could ruin your whole business. And he's like, oh, and he comes back, I want you guys to be skeptical. Because everything breaks after a certain amount of horsepower, and I wasn't going full
Did this
throttle
guy
in
used
that
to?
video.
Did this guy used to run a shop in the Atlanta area who tried to
Oh,
fix
God.
people's drift cars?
Oh, yeah, Pickle Rick.
So, yeah, he had a 240 one time. He was talking about it now.
It's real
Like,
simple.
What the hell?
Post the dyno sheets.
And it's crazy how people will. Why would you do something like that? Like
Just post the dyno
this
sheets.
ain't the old internet anymore.
No.
You post something and you're on blast forever.
Uh-huh.
People are screenshotting it. There is
They're
no
screen
footprint-
recording it and
There is
putting
no
it on their own
footprint that
channels.
Can be
I was
deleted.
gonna say, this is not 2006 YouTube where it's totally different.
And the next thing you know, you
But
got
also-
people coming in your front door going, "You're the guy who said he's got a 1,000 horsepower Cayenne. You fucking suck. I'm never coming here again.
Yep.
I'll put bad reviews of your shop on Facebook
But-
and this and that."
It's also progressed as far as the YouTube and the video goes now. There are so many more hardcore car guys and knowledgeable car guys that are watching that instantly see bullshit. But there are also so many even more hardcore car guys and more hardcore car modders that are now sharing their shit on YouTube. We can easily see somebody who's legitimately made 1,000 horsepower out of some unusual combo and someone who bullshits about making 1,000 horsepower with some unusual combo.
And the unfortunate part too is like, and I guess I can't like talk crap on it or whatever because we were all there once, but there's people on this post going, "Holy crap, man, that's a crazy build. Show me what you're doing. That's so fast and all that." And
Remember when we thought 16-second Honda?
other people are like, "Dude, he's
Remember when
lying."
500 horsepower was like ungodly fast?
Oh God!
No.
Oh man! Take
No.
me back to 2008.
Yeah,
Take me back
remember-
to 2008.
remember-
500 horsepower used to be barely streetable.
Remember when
Remember-
nines were crazy?
No,
Yeah.
remember
In a street car?
when Dragon Drives first started and you did 13 seconds on your Dragon Drive? That was fucking amazing.
Right.
Now, if you do anything over a 9-second pass,
You're
you're
slow.
you're in the C and D class, which is
Yeah, you're in the-
slow.
you're in the dial
Sixes
your own
and
class.
sevens,
Right.
man.
Like, it's one of those, like, you watch the 11-second car go down thing, and they're like, yeah, no, he's in the D class, we're not covering that. And you literally have the other car that is doing a 621 going at 232 miles per hour, and you're like,
He went 607.
yeah, but that was the final day. I'm talking about
Yeah,
when we
but-
watched, and it's like, but, like, that was really cool, though.
Yeah, he
but,
did.
like,
Yeah, he did a 27 when we saw it go
No,
back.
21. It was a 21. It was
You
a
know-
621. He went a
thought-
622 at Orlando, a
Yeah,
621
Yeah,
at
it was a 21,
Gainesville,
and then he went.
and then a 617.
He went then a 12, and then
and
a, then a 7.
7. He was
He was trying to go for
a
5.
but the car has already been a 5 on slicks. He was on radials, so it's the fastest Dragon Drive radial pass ever.
Well,
Which was amazing. Like
Like
the
I said,
car's,
'cause when we
the
were there-
car's absolutely fucking beautiful and like a science project gone mad, but it's one like Dragon Drive, like and that's great. Like
We're talking about
4,000
Snot Rocket 3.0.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
there's a 4,000 horsepower car that's able to do 1,000 miles. Like that is
Yeah,
wonderful.
3,400-ish.
But well, depending on how it's turned up, but like if I wanted to bring the Cali to do, not just sick ward, but actually for sick week. Like,
You'd be in the dial your own class.
yeah, but like my 12-8
Slow as shit.
would be and like that kind of hurts. Like
Back further than that in the 90s. Like
a 12-8 was
like a 9 second
like
mind
blown.
Like a 9-second car on the street was basically a pro street car
Oh yeah,
with headlights and taillights that used to roll around up in
That
Ocala.
was something nuts.
Kind of. Like,
Not like your dude with the freaking, what was that guy's name with the Fox Body convertible, the white one?
Oh,
cave the windshield in.
Like, come on, man.
and he came in second place.
It's a convertible Fox Body. If I saw
that was and we found this out.
even
That
with-
is actually a '93
Feature
triple
car.
White,
that was a triple white feature car.
The convertible should not be black. It should be white. It is a
but
full
still, like-
white car.
even with that car in the slicks, and if I saw it on the road, I would be like, all right, that's probably a 9-second or 10-second car.
No, that's a
No.
648.
That's insane.
The one that impressed
That
me.
his
No.
fucking windshield blew in from the pressure.
crazy.
Well,
of going
also
back.
the shop that put it in used the wrong
Yeah, I
type
was
of
gonna
glue.
say they didn't use the right kind of sealant.
But the one that was even
But
more
still.
impressive was the blue Fox body with the silver stripes down the shoulder line.
Oh, and
NA.
Fast Eddie?
That dude ran
NA.
seven. That dude
NA.
ran sevens
NA.
NA.
True NA.
7 at
True.
201.
True
NA.
NA.
on a naturally
No
aspirated
nitrous.
car. There was also a Camaro.
NA.
No power
NA.
added whatsoever.
No
NA.
power. True.
Just NA spinning
big
it to
block.
14,000
It's
RPMs
just-
and running.
just
Yeah,
big- it was
it's
just-
Fast Eddie. It's
Just
a
big block.
A 6 or a 700 cubic inch big block.
It's
Yeah.
a giant fucking motor, but that's it, and it
Zero power
sounds
adders.
amazing.
There was also
Amazing.
a '67 Camaro running
Yeah.
that was also naturally aspirated
Well,
big block
Alright,
running
well,
sevens.
let me get the first beer because also
I
then
want to talk about the Hurricane.
So we're probably
Well,
talking
well-
about 672 big blocks.
Bigger.
bigger, like that bored out.
Oh wow.
Like
No, what about the
seriously,
Corvette?
seriously.
The Corvette.
Yeah,
the blue,
so
the
hold
blue
on.
Like
C7.
like
me get the first-
even a
let me get the
Blueprint
first beer
632
and
looks
then,
over at that
like,
engine and goes,
that-
damn. Like
I would love to, like honestly, now that I have this car, 2027, I want to run sick week.
you can do the dollar run class with that.
I want to do it. And I'm saving money because I want to buy at least another transmission because I have a feeling that I'm going to have transmission problems when I start, like you said too. Like, I don't know. I just think it's going to happen. So
I mean, if you're going to buy a transmission,
So all right,
I'm scoping some lower mileage transmissions.
I'm not gonna commit to anything, but I'm gonna put this down as a goal. If you're saying 2027, you
Yeah,
want to run.
I want to do it. Yeah, and I want
2027.
to race.
wanna
something
have-
like that,
I
Mike.
wanna
It's a
have dad
big.
truck
It is
ready.
a big inch big block
Yeah?
that he's running.
I'll make dad truck into a sick week special.
We got to do it.
Get that Coyote in it with a automatic, just a standard automatic. It's already got an 8.8. I can make that work. And just put it on spray. Just spray that Coyote and see what happens.
I
Now,
wanna
what
do
kind
my-
of transmission are you talking about?
The-
A 6R80?
A 6R80, yeah.
Okay.
I want to get another.
Just get a
like,
Mustang 6R80 to put behind it. Should be fine. I know for a fact those transmissions will hold 1,000 horsepower. So
6
Well,
or 8?
Yeah,
Yeah.
one of the reasons that they do that is also torque management. There's a little there's
No, sir.
there's a little magic going on with that.
yeah, but the fastest factory Mustang S550 touch sevens.
Yeah, but S550s.
Yeah, that's
you only had,
that's
you only
Lund
had the-
that's Lund Senior.
I know, but you only had 2 years that you had the 6R80 and the S550s.
3.
Yeah, but still. Anyway, sorry, I just came in on that. And
Well, I'm saying-
then you're talking Mustang.
He says he wants to run sick week in 2027 with the Porsche. I told him my tentative goal
no,
will be to have dad truck ready.
Oh, I want to
With a
race. I
Coyote
want to race
swap.
at every track and drive.
well, I was gonna say, are you talking about actual sick week or sick ward?
No,
Sick
not
week.
sick
So
ward,
if
sick
you
week.
actually want to do sick week, start saving your pennies because the actual cost, if you're able to get in, is $600 with everything else and your fuel and your extra
Hotel, lodging,
all
accommodation,
that,
food.
You're looking at between $3,800 to $4,000. Now, if you do sick ward, it's obviously different.
Well, I got a camper to tow.
Well,
I'd be
I was
good
gonna
with
say
that.
I will build my
I got-
camper
I got
shell
4 people
on
on
a trailer.
I would not do. I don't think you're allowed to do a camper. I think it's
You can. You just can't sleep at the tracks.
yeah, like it's
Fair.
there's rule sets with this.
Basically, the tracks won't let you
Well,
sleep.
I'll look
Won't let
into
you
it.
camp at the tracks.
I would I'd love to do something like that. And I think I think my car could run consistent 14s right now.
You'd be in the
And-
dial your own. It would be the adventure.
I'd love to do the cat delete the tune on my car, and I want to get that thing into like the 13s or the 12s even.
I was gonna say completely.
I think the
completely stock,
cat delete. It's not going to sound good.
You're gonna
No,
sound like a
I was-
coyote. You're
I
gonna
was gonna
sound.
do,
You're gonna sound like my car at that point. Like
When I do
seriously.
the cat delete, I would like to put resonators in the back. And
So
I've seen-
mine's running on just the factory resonators. It's to the point to where I'm thinking about doing a catback system of deleting the resonators and actually getting full-on mufflers at the back.
Well, there's been at least 3 people I've seen so far who have actually provided me exhaust clips and launch clips inside and outside. They're running secondary cat delete, no muffler with the brand Vibrant. It's been around for a long
but
time.
you're
Yeah.
all, but
Vibrant
you're
resonators
also,
on each pipe.
but you're
and it
also
sounds
still
good.
have the first cats.
Yeah, they're built on the headers.
I'm gonna say I'm
You have cats on your car. Your car is completely
It
emissions
is.
legal.
It is.
Deleting those.
are
there-
illegal. Illegal.
There is one
Illegal.
company that offers them.
And
But
they
that's
and
illegal.
that's illegal. They will get shut down by the EPA. So
They say back order, but
Because
there's-
they got
If not
shut
gas,
down
they
by
got
the
funding at the
EPA.
end of the week.
there's a really
I was gonna say, like, fucking Tangerine Ape is gonna fucking cancel all that
how
shit.
much do you
so.
think it is for the headers without cats on my car?
everything.
This week or next week?
Yes.
Well, whatever.
My answer is yes. That's how much I
They're-
think it is.
They're made
Yes.
to order.
All of it.
But
Come
where?
on, throw a number.
That sounds an awful
Where?
lot like the
Where?
phrase
Hold on,
"if you
where?
have to
Uh,
ask,
company-
you
Can't
can't
afford
afford
it.
The
it."
company.
Hey,
Is it
more than you
America?
can
Is it
afford,
Ca-
pal.
Is
no,
it Canada?
they're
Is
based,
it Mexico?
They're based out of
Is it-
They're based out of Hungary,
Oh, so they're still getting fucking taxed. Like,
and they're shipping.
Now they've got tariffs on them.
exactly.
They
You got an
provi-
extra
they
25 fucking percent tariff on them.
They provide estimates, just not
All right.
dates.
Are we gonna try this or what?
Yes. Sorry. This is
Head-
actually the one I got.
It is.
Oh shit! I gotta read it in.
So speaking
Here.
speaking of, we had a little field trip during Sick Week.
We did.
So afterwards we went and found a great place that does fantastic smash burgers, which happened to be just right across
Across the
the
street.
little park from First Magnitude Brewing, which we've had a couple of theirs before.
The Rockula Heffenwiesen was only $6.
Yeah.
It was great.
We dropped for a second.
It
We
was
should
okay.
be fine.
But yeah,
Okay.
it was only $6 for
1,200.
So Mike says 1,200. I say 2,800.
For what?
I'm gonna say
My
there
headers.
8 different pieces of pipe. I would say 1,200 for each individual
Oh,
piece
for
of pipe.
where it's coming from? Oh, yeah, no, yeah, 25.
1,000.
100.
No, yeah, 100.
1,000.
2,500.
1,000.
All right. So who was closest?
The price with shipping.
Oh God, it's that bad.
Yeah.
So my $25,000 white track isn't that far off.
No.
Oh, goddamn.
16.9.
Wow.
Cool, awesome.
All right, read the
Anyway.
beer in. So this,
Anyway,
so
no.
this is the beer that Mike got while we were
I'm
there.
excited for this. Though.
Yeah, and it was because I looked at it and I'm like, it's a 4-pack and it was at a reasonable price when I grabbed it. So it's called Head Beer Coach 1966. There was no descriptions at the place.
American Lager.
Here we go. Hold on, I
This
found
is
it.
football bear.
Welcome to 1966, when Cool was king. Steve Spurrier led the team that we don't like to talk about to one incredible comeback after another. No, they didn't. They cheated. The year of the famous QB kick that defeated Auburn as time expired, that's the defining spirit of our very own American lager. It's smooth, it's refreshing, with just enough kick for a crisp finish. If this beer were a Heisman candidate, it'd be taking home the trophy. No, it wouldn't.
Live the legacy.
It is
Taste
it
the
is really
greatness.
small print on the can.
And so that really wasn't me just stroke. Like, it is. It's tiny.
Cheers, Mike.
Sorry. Like, it's like me on the side of the can. That is the smallest print I've seen on the side of a beer can.
I like it.
Proper.
I like it.
Oh, that is good. Unlike the football
Cool,
team.
refreshing, crisp. I like it.
Everything it says it's going to be.
It's exactly what I expected.
But no, like I was saying, like seriously, that
Yeah.
is super
Yeah, it's very small
freaking
print.
small.
That's smaller
print.
than the fine print on ads for medications.
No,
Right.
well, it's one of those like the actual like.
Ask your
ingredient-
doctor.
Ask your doctor.
Your
if-
Stellantis is right for you.
No, like it's one of those. The actual ingredients and all that are twice the size as this read-in. Like
Yeah, it's insane.
that was a hard read-in, even with my glasses on.
Yeah, well,
So
That
it's
is-
just an American lager. It's exactly what they say it is.
It is, and
That's an American lager.
And I have
Delicious.
to say, for only this 4-pack, like even though they are pints, it was only $11, I think, for that.
yeah, so this was right in line with what you would pay for something similar at
Yeah.
Total Wine or ABC or something like that. But we got it from the brewery, so
Right.
Literally in the cooler next to all the shit that
Yeah.
they had.
And it actually is a pretty nice place out there. Like
It is. We don't go into the line that we were trying to go into.
because when we parked, and we walked
It
up, we
was
just
a
saw a
totally
line, and we
different
were just
line.
like,
We're like, okay, why is there a line
Like,
going into
what's
this
going on
place?
here? And then they said, oh yeah, they get to go around this way and this way. We're like, oh okay. And then they
Well,
have
we
that.
waited in line for a second, and we're like, what? Hold on. There's a line going in this way.
And they're
What?
coming right out this
yeah,
way.
I'm like, what? Okay, and Sabrina's like, what's this line for? To the person in front of us. She's like, oh, well, there's a pub run tomorrow. And we're like, okay. So we go
This
that
isn't
way.
the line for
And
us.
she's like,
Yes.
yeah, no, you go that way. And I'm like, okay, yeah, because
And so yeah, the inside of the place was nice inside.
very nice. The,
You know,
the
not
staff,
huge, but it was not. Yes,
The
the staff were
was
fantastic,
amazing.
and
they
have a
joked around the entire, like literally the entire time we were like, we had like 4 people go ahead of us because we're just looking at the entire board of what they had, and you're like, they're standing behind, like, no, go, like we do
Yeah.
not know what the
Yeah.
fuck
We haven't
we're
decided
doing.
yet. Go
Go
right
in
ahead.
front of us, and then finally they're like, do y'all know what you want? I'm like, no, not really. Just give me Wakula. Give me Wakula. Give me that. They're like, you like that one? I'm like, yes.
Yes, we have.
Just
That
give me
one is a
that
good one. But yes,
what do you
that-
want? You want 6, 10, or 16? I'm like, give me the big one.
16.
Let's go.
16. There we
Let's
go. And Sabrina had a cider, and she said it was actually really good.
Yeah, and so they had like 2 or 3 different ciders, and she actually wrote them and was like, does it have artificial sweeteners?
No, we asked her right there when we were
Yeah,
at the thing. I
yeah.
asked her, I said, you know, I was like, if you're getting a cider, check what sweeteners in it.
Mm-hmm.
Because artificial sweeteners, like for her especially, but me too, it's instant headache juice.
Same here.
So they were like, no, it's all sugar. So
Well, no, they had a check.
yeah, they
and,
did.
And they literally opened the door and was like, yep, no, okay, yep, no, it's that.
So that's always something to be aware of with ciders after
Mm-hmm.
the recorderling incident.
Just,
Which
I don't
I
know how
think
you
actually
guys
back.
are with it, but with me, I mean, it's not just a headache; it's a migraine.
Oh, yeah.
That's how it is
that-
with her.
The worst migraine ever.
Like
And that's why we stopped buying the recorderling, which was her favorite cider.
because they changed from sugar to artificial
Yeah,
sweeteners.
Yeah.
all of a sudden the cans had, hey, it's only 100 calories, and we're like, fuck.
Yeah.
That's like when they did the hard Mountain Dew. I was so upset.
Artificial
Yeah.
sweeteners.
Why?
Oh,
Put no
Jason
sugar in there.
absolutely loved it, and I'm like, even with me, I'm like, I even can't do that. He's like,
Like-
but there's I'm like, oh, so I can't do
No,
diet soda. I can't
that
do
was
it.
very, very
It's
unfortunate.
horrible.
Like, bro, it's Mountain Dew with alcohol in it. I'm not drinking it for my health.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I never
And-
looked at that when I wish that was healthier.
And they're
The
like,
calorie count is the last thing on my mind.
Correct.
they go, you got hot blast with alcohol, and I'm like,
Yeah.
sign me up.
And then I tasted it, I'm like,
That's
this
not
is
Baja Blast.
diet.
Terrible.
It's all diet. And Jason's like, it's great. And I'm like, no, it's fucking diet. I'm like, no. Anyway, so we
Yeah, we-
went on a field trip well,
Yep.
actually 2 field trips this last week.
Yeah.
On Tuesday. And
There will
then
be a
on-
video uploaded by Sunday night on our channel.
So yes, we have
said
some
field
videos that between the two of us, we shot some videos both days, and we got some pictures both days. So we'll get pictures and everything, and Dan's already started. So we'll have a video of what we
And
what we saw.
It's gonna look sweet. I made an amazing intro that's gonna be so cool for it and everything. I'm so excited.
It's one of those. So on
Tuesday, yeah, day one,
Tuesday,
which was day one of sick week.
we actually got, like, finally, both of us got to check out
Leadfoot City.
Leadfoot City.
You guys
And-
both never been there?
No.
I've never been
Oh,
there
I mean,
either.
Really? Really?
I was there when it was a chicken farm, like, for a elementary school trip
I haven't
when
been
it
there
was
since they
still
had
a
the
chicken
drag
farm.
strip, but that place is pretty cool.
Yes and no. Like, I really like the place.
It was
The owner's a very nice guy.
and he is sinking a lot of money into that
He
place.
is,
Like
he is,
he is
and
not.
He's doing
Well,
great stuff.
I
and
went,
it-
I went to
it's-
like nighttime events, so
but
they had
it's-
food trucks and
and
cars
yeah.
everywhere and everything.
It's getting
It was
that
a
way,
blast.
and it's getting better and better each time.
And the facilities he's building, I mean, it's
Amazing.
not. He's,
really is the
nice
bathroom,
facilities
the
and everything.
bathroom situation was like one of the best in a car event that I've ever dealt
Yeah.
with. Like everything else is really
Yeah,
nice.
When I went, they had like 4 bars set up.
Oh
and
yeah,
they had,
and
five or
you
6
can now
food
have
trucks.
weddings and like
group functions and things like that.
It
The
was
one
cool.
thing that
He's
people
just
were a
weird.
little yeah, he's
I mean, but also I think it's just a socially awkward thing. But he's a really
Let's hope the track is better than the transmissions. Monster transmission.
No, listen. All right,
Monster
they
Trans-
weren't always there.
Mr. Monster transmission got sold apparently, and
Really?
Yeah, because
Finally?
they used to be really good transmissions. They
Yeah.
really were. They were great transmissions.
You know, they were gonna hire me. I was gonna go work there.
so the one thing that everybody was a little miffed about was that they charged an entrance fee to go in for the checkpoint viewing.
So this is this is now 3 times that
This
we've
is
been to a
this is 3 out of 4 that we've hit the checkpoints when
and
they're coming by.
This is the first checkpoint that we actually had to pay money.
Okay, well,
to
okay,
go
so
into.
the
Racers
Coney
hit-
Coney Island. I mean, we were there early enough that we had lunch while we were there. I mean,
we
so
spent a long time.
so yeah, we were there. So we had lunch, but we didn't. It wasn't like an entry. It wasn't like they were charging people to just stand in the parking lot and
Yeah.
watch the cars go by.
But that's also where we met a couple of racers that
And
I'm
saw
still
saw the most epic trailer burnout ever.
Jeremy did the greatest fucking burnout ever.
But then we also, when the year one, the first year of Sick Week, the checkpoint that was here was Don Garland's museum, and he just opened the place up.
And he was there himself.
It
He
wasn't
was
like-
rolling
yeah.
through, like, hey, go inside, do it.
Yeah, like
Go
he
inside.
had parking for the racers set up. He had parking for the spectators set up. He had people there kind of directing traffic to keep everybody straight, and then he opened up all the buildings of the museum. He's
Yeah.
like, "Hey, while you're all here, go and check
And
inside,
they
check
also
everything out."
allowed
Yes.
trailer burnouts in the parking lot. Like, it was one of those, hey, okay, do it. No one's walking here. Do a trailer burnout. Like, it was
as
great.
bad as it sounds, Leadfoot just needs the money.
Yeah, I mean, like I said,
But
that
As
was
bad as it sounds.
No,
but
I
appreciate the place.
I completely
yeah, that was-
understand that because it is a.
Yeah,
it's not like any other track. It is a
and they,
complete.
and they don't
100%.
get a lot of love.
No, it is a complete 100% private entity that has to deal with so much fucking insurance.
And-
completely
and-
understand that. Completely understand.
And when we were
that.
there, I mean, there was still active construction going on for more things that he's
Yeah,
adding into
right.
the facility. I mean, he is building a
A
pretty
big-
nice
a
He's
big
trying to-
fucking
and
place.
wide-ranging,
Yeah.
kind of a facility there. So yeah, I can
but
understand that he needs the
it's-
money.
It's not talking bad about them because, like, seriously, that place is wonderful. It was
Yeah,
just-
like I said, it's
some
definitely
parts were a
cool.
little awkward, but it was a very, very nice.
Still,
place.
yeah,
Isn't that
a couple of
that
growing
flea-
pains here
that
and there,
Yeah.
flea
but
market they had too.
Well, they're about to bring that back to where
Oh,
it's
that
going to
was
be this 2 Saturdays a month is going to be the street days and that, or I forget. it's on their thing, but it's going to be their swap meet plus also drag racing going on plus music. Like it's going to be a whole
hard to
entire
market
thing.
in the area. It really is.
I don't think it's a hard thing to fucking market in our area. It is the exact thing that we need.
No, it is. No, I agree. It's just it's hard.
It's
not being marketed correctly.
No, it's getting better. To be honest,
It is.
seriously,
It's
watching
growing
watching
pains
it
for sure.
on. Well, you're not on the
No,
social
it's-
media that it is,
it's
but
been a
it
lot
is.
of-
That's
it
why
is-
I'm a happier person than everybody else.
Regardless of that,
Leadfoot's
it
been
is.
around for almost 10 years.
It is
Yeah.
growing more and more, and it
Because
is
they were
getting
somewhere else
more
before they
and
moved
more
there.
traffic. It is
Mhm.
getting more foot traffic, and that's what we need. That is exactly what we need. But anyway, so we were there on Tuesday. It was really fucking cool.
We did leave early because obviously people working the next day and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and because the day one the racing got started late and they ran C&D class first to help dry the track off and get heat into the track and all that stuff. So the fast cars, they were showing up after Brett and Rush showed up at like 9:30, 9:45.
and
After
we
we had
left
left,
at about 8.
after 8,
Yeah, so we got there at
4ish, 5ish.
4.
Yeah,
We got
4ish.
there at 4, so it was after work. Brian came over here. We just rode down in the SUV together because it was just one of those like, just come here, let's do this.
Yeah, rather than driving and parking 2 cars down
Yeah.
there, it was easier to just take the one.
But it was a lot of fun. We ended up meeting Nick and his wife. I don't remember her name or
From
their son's
Sweden.
name. But yeah, they were
And-
they came over from Sweden just for this event.
Nice.
And they were friends with the
But,
Swedes.
yeah, no,
the ones that in the
seriously,
last few
like,
years
they
have had
came
that.
over from Sweden.
The ones that had
just for
the
this.
red C4 Corvette with the big tire humps in the back,
Yeah.
they're friends with those guys, and those guys wrecked that car in Sweden, so they built themselves a Pro Mod second gen Camaro, and so they were following them, and we were just kind of talking, and another Dan, the guy that has the small block Ford swapped Fiero,
Yes!
we were talking, so he was there.
So
he was
we
there.
ended
So
up meeting him,
Nice.
and like we're just having car guy conversations. Like, I don't know who he is. Like, you told me what car he has, and like it wasn't until like 2 hours later like we finally introduced ourselves. I'm like, "What's your name, by the way?" Like,
Yeah, because
I know
like,
exactly what you have and all the details of your build, but what the fuck's your name?
yeah, because car guy stuff.
That's how car guys work.
Yeah.
So while we were having that conversation, this other guy showed up and he's like,
And he's like, "I'm sorry for easing in on your conversation, but we were talking about like the time standings that were just happening." He's like, "So what did you say they run and all that?" He's like, "Again, I'm sorry." He's like, "I'm just from Sweden and I'm following that one group." And just then we just started fucking talking.
so we basically just kind of hung out and talked
the
for a long
entire
time, and
4
just
hours
was just
we were there. We just
you
talked
know, like
to
I said,
these
and
Swedish
part of the
couple.
conversation was kind of the differences in what you can do with cars between here and Sweden.
Right.
And while we were having that conversation, a friggin' stock car, like a NASCAR Busch or whatever, stock car rolls in with headlights and taillights,
We're
and I was like,
"This is what you can do in
I'm like,
America."
yeah, we
He's
can.
like,
I said,
we can't do that.
I said,
We
in
can't do
America
that.
and in certain states like ours, we can do things like that.
Yes.
I know, like I said, that's not any kind of product. I said that's a legitimate, purpose-built race car that is now rolling around on the street with headlights and
Hey,
taillights. And
and
he's
he-
looking at it, he's like, yeah, that would never fly.
But,
That would never work
at
at
the
Sweden.
same time, he has a 32 Ford that has 1,000 horsepower
572 big block. You know, I mean,
with a blower on it, and he's like, "I have that, but like, it has to go off of the last time it had like an actual." Oh, what was it? Wasn't
safeties.
emission,
It was
but,
like general
some-
like vehicle
yeah,
safe.
he's like,
Their
so-
MOT.
yeah, kind of.
He's like, but my car had it in like the early 70s. He's like, so I can go off of that. He's like, but still, depending on where I drive it, it's legal, it's not legal. He's like, but then also you have like the Stockholm,
Well, so
like,
they
drag races.
So they have a drag and drive over there. That's all on the roads and everything. But also, I don't know if you guys have seen videos of this, like
Yes,
from
I
1320.
have.
You know what
They
we're
do,
talking about.
they do a cash day street race over there called the Stockholm Open.
And it's literally so
Oh
like
my
take,
Lanta!
So take 75, like
Yeah.
you're full on on 75.
But not 75 by Garland's Museum or out in the middle of nowhere.
Like
Going to
75
Atlanta.
down in the middle of Tampa.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
And just shut
it
down
off.
one whole side of it.
Like 5 lanes.
Shut down one
Shut
whole
it off.
side of it and start sending cars with a crowd of 300 or 400 people behind you at the starting
Literally
line
out of
watching.
the cars watching.
And they'll send off a few cars until the highway patrol comes.
And then
Uh-huh.
go.
And then
they go.
And then they will tell them just go.
But what the
Because the
highway
highway-
patrol does is like, guys, can you move up a mile or
Hello,
two?
can you guys please
The
stop
cops roll up and like,
blocking the
hey,
roadway?
whoa,
Please
whoa.
Can you move up a
Hey.
mile or
Okay, no,
You guys
that's-
calm this down.
No.
I don't want to have to come
Okay.
back.
No,
Even
no,
with
they don't even do that.
even in full FHP style of, we'll give you a little time to get your head on straight and pull the hell over, but eventually we will not be in the mood to humor your bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Even with that attitude, there's nothing FHP could do about it because they can't get through the 300 or 400.
Right.
So while the crowd is slowly dispersing, the cars are gone and they're
Yeah.
off to another spot.
The cops will literally walk up and just like, can you just move a little bit so these people get?
So
and
when
it's
they-
like, okay, that's fine. They move up a mile
So
or two.
one
let
of the
people
other
race
spots,
it.
they were racing
We're
in
doing
tunnels.
this.
Like they were racing in tunnels and overpasses and shit.
Love it.
Like it is the most insane street race ever. But anyway, the Nick gentleman, very very nice
but
guy.
he also said that, like, besides that, like, he's like, so if you are caught street racing here in America, what happened? And we're like,
Your car's impounded. You go
you're
to jail
in
for a
jail,
little bit.
all that. He's like, that is totally different. And that's when we got on the Stockholm thing. He's like, no, like, if you get caught street racing, it'd say, you guys.
Hey, you.
You.
Stop it!
You
Yeah.
stop that right now. I don't want to have to come
Yeah.
back out here.
You naughty.
Are you gonna go home? No? Well,
But
I'll
it was
see
funny.
you tomorrow.
But it was
And he's
funny
like,
because-
it's great, but it's not great.
But also, it was also because when we were getting ready to leave, we talked to them, and they said, they were following the whole week, and like, yeah, well, we'll be in Gainesville on Friday. Maybe we'll run into you.
Mm-hmm.
We did.
Yep.
Yeah, we did, and he was at the
Swedes.
the
At
Swedes.
where the Swedes were at.
Yeah.
So,
And so we ended up like actually getting up and close to the car that had 4 ratchet straps. Because also they
ratchet
didn't,
strap
well,
Camaro.
no,
they had a composite intake manifold, and it blew apart.
and they don't have a word for ratchet strap in Sweden. So, like, when he was describing it to us, he's like, the
Having a
whole
hard
thing,
time.
and he's like,
I'm like,
there's
wonder
no
if,
word in
and I
he's like,
remember
there's no word in
seeing the
Swedish
video over
that I
that strap,
can
and I was
do it."
like, oh, ratchet straps.
He's like,
Uh-huh.
yes, the thing that you, and like,
Ratchet straps.
ratchet strap, but,
Ratchet straps.
but there's no word
And duct
in
tape.
Swedish
And glue.
that is
Yeah.
that word. So
Right.
it was actually like, it was really cool, like, to sit there and talk with them and that, because it was two totally different worlds coming
Yeah.
together, and but
It
also
was funny watching them using like basic fixes.
well,
like,
well
to
with that,
Yeah.
but
Move
it was
on.
it was two
And we
totally
and
different
we're
worlds
like,
coming
hey,
together.
ratchet straps are a legitimate fix.
Correct.
And you
Now,
you,
so-
you have us just being us, and then them being like, and they were super nice. They were wonderful.
My curiosity.
I just find it
But,
humorous
well,
that part
it
of his
was-
experience in America was meeting my one-legged ass.
but
Welcome
it
to
was,
America!
It was one of those like, they're from the total other side of the world,
Mm-hmm.
and we had just come together, and they just overheard the conversation that we had. And we ended up becoming friends of sitting
Car
there
guys.
Those
talking
car guys.
cars.
That's
and
car
all
guys.
Car
that.
guys.
Yeah.
Like,
But,
it wasn't even anybody local. Like,
Car guys are
you are-
multicultural.
Yeah.
Like
you
car
are
guys are
literally-
like that.
you
That
can get along
transcends
anywhere.
cultural
Like,
barriers.
you are literally like 5 or 6 time zones away from us, and we sat there. We had full conversations, and then we were able to meet you a couple days later. And we didn't even realize, like, they were over there. They're the ones that said, hey, and called us over. No,
Yeah.
seriously, they were the ones that called us over there. And then we got to meet the Swedes and, like, see
So,
what they were doing and
Yeah.
that. Like, we never expected that.
Do you
Like-
think they fly or ship the cars over here? or
So
do you think
they,
leave them
so, and we asked them about
'Cause
that.
I was curious
No,
about that.
we did ask them about that. They end up going, so that car was shipped over, and it's going to spend about 2 years
Here.
over here. and be kept here.
So that's what they did. So the red Corvette, the C4, was here for like, I think was here for like 5 years, 6 years, something like that. So they shipped it back to Sweden to do the Sweden drag week.
Because it takes like 3 months, depending on if everything goes smoothly.
Right, to get one from there. That's what I was wondering.
Right.
And obviously you
expensive.
can palletize and air freight a car, but they're way more expensive.
No, but he was
But-
like, it is
so
a like
riskier.
10+ grand for it to go from there to here with all like the shipping, the insurance, and all. It's
And like I said, and all of their gear and stuff like that.
Yep.
And plus all of the logistics of, once they have the car here, they need a place to work on their car, they need a place to store the car, they need a place to store all their gear. It's a
big
and
thing.
I've also heard Benny from Benny's Custom Works, Mechanical Stig from the Mighty Car Mod days, the Cresta, because that car was here for a couple of years.
Yeah.
And also they when they shipped the Cresta here, they also shipped another engine over, and they built the Barra Fox body here, and even that car is now back in Australia.
It's one of those, once it gets shipped over, you're keeping it here for, it's like Killer Bee with it gets over here.
I think James bought that car.
Yeah, but it's one of
But
those,
it was the other one. It was Warbird.
Yeah, but it's here for a while.
That's because it's so expensive to get a car here.
Yeah.
You can't just be like,
Well-
ship it over, drive it, and ship it back.
Okay,
It's
well,
not like going from
but that's the
Florida
thing. But
to
also
Wisconsin
too,
type deal.
it's different than going on like B Forward JP, buying a vehicle and then spending $2,500 to ship it here, roll on roll off shipping here. It's not that, because they're shipping a container.
Right.
With the car, with equipment, with parts, with tools, with all of that sort of stuff.
Right.
And then once they get it here,
It's a big deal.
it is a big deal. Like I know for a little while, the Barra Mustang and the Cresta were actually sitting in Finnegan's garage, Finnegan's shop. So for several months. But so yeah, they took the Corvette over there, and then while they were preparing that to run for their drag week over there, they crashed it. And then they ended up building they took all of the drivetrain, the Pete Harrell engines, all the drivetrain from the Corvette, and put it into this second gen Camaro Pro Mod. And they were fast, but they were definitely having some issues.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun all the way around.
Yeah.
Finally.
So that was Tuesday, and so Friday, me and Sabrina ended up taking off of work because I'm gonna watch right now stuff.
Yeah.
So we picked up Brian, and we went to Gainesville, and man,
Lucked out on the parking.
Yeah. Oh, that was a big surprise with the parking.
Like, I was very surprised we got the parking space that we did.
It was amazing, but it was so much fun.
And
it cost us.
It was $27 with one.
Yeah.
We ended up using. I think all of us used Cooper's
code
discount
and all that. But man, it was so much fun. We spent 6 hours there.
Yeah.
Just able to walk the entire.
We didn't see all the cars there. So when we showed up there, it was day 4. They started with 386 cars.
Gonna say, I ran away
And
from
there was-
y'all because Mr. Sam was about to make a run, and y'all had to go do something. And I'm like, Mr. Sam's over here. I'm going over here. It's Dad.
Nope, it's Jason.
Oh, I know why Jason called
Call
me.
you back.
I know why Jason's calling me.
Yeah, we already talked earlier.
Yeah. But it was so much fun. There were 320
There was
at that point.
Well, they
because
said that they lost
60 something.
70 something, but then there were some that still hadn't come in, so they weren't sure. But as it turned out, at the end of the day, there were still 300 cars on the property, and we probably saw 170 of them.
There was a total of 380.
386 is what started the week,
Yeah.
and it was just over 300 when we were there Friday. And we watched Boosted Boys Rowdesy launch the transfer
Literally
case.
do a fucking stop.
Like he launched, he
And then-
launched it, and then it locked up and just dove and almost.
Saw that one, and it's like I'm like, what? Oh, there he is.
Yeah, we
He
were
literally went,
we were about 150 feet down the track from that.
And I'm watching, and I'm like, okay, fuck, he's there, and you watch it just launch and then
Just nosedive.
Like the
So-
front bumper hit the fucking ground.
It almost picked the rear tires off the ground, and then the Black Javelin kicked a connecting rod at the line.
40 feet out after doing a burnout.
But
Let me grab. Do y'all want to do next
I was
year?
gonna
or
say,
no?
Yeah.
I
yeah,
Okay.
but the two things that were the highlight for me is we met Mr. Sam.
Yeah.
Nicest, absolute nicest gentleman in the world you could ever meet. And so going back to 2016, I had a pretty significant medical event, which almost took me out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you were hearing stories about me while
Yes.
I was experiencing that medical event. And so obviously hospital TV sucks. So I had a lot of time on my hands. So I did have a tablet. And prior to this, I didn't watch a lot of YouTube stuff because at the time it was still mostly like stupid cat videos. So I started scrolling stuff on the internet and then started finding links to YouTube videos about car stuff. And then I found Mighty Car Mods and Roadkill and all of that sort of stuff going on. So then that's when me and Mike started sending all kinds of shit back and forth to each other. Hey, check out this thing I just found. Check out this thing I just found. And one of the things I found was Roadkill, because it started out as the YouTube channel. And so I started watching all the episodes, and it came to the episode where they first started Blasphemy.
Uh-huh.
And the end of the episode where the car's sitting on the chassis, sitting in the parking lot, and Finnegan just sort of sits down in the parking lot and goes, "I'm a dream car."
Yeah.
So,
Right there, that hooked me on that. It is still my favorite internet YouTube car.
So
It is such a super
I
cool
had
one.
4 in my arm, and Dan's like, "Do you want to split one with me?" I'm like, "Sure." And my 4th one, it hit the ground, so
Oh,
it's in there.
no.
It did not blow up, but we're not opening it.
Oh yeah, that's the one that's gonna stay in your fridge.
Yeah, no, it's staying in the fridge.
I will need you to read this because I didn't bring my readers.
Like
We haven't had
Hold on.
this?
No, we have not. We checked. We double checked.
Okay, so I have had this.
Okay.
I had a flight of this in St. Augustine.
Oh, okay.
Well, the great thing is, the writing's way bigger than the other one. Wait, like, seriously. Okay, so
Yeah.
there's that.
Yeah.
There's that.
So anyway,
I
like
can
said-
actually read it.
So anyway, all of these years between YouTube, Motor Trend, the Motor Trend TV channel, and Finnegan's Garage YouTube channel, I've watched the evolution of Blasphemy. Mm-hmm. And Friday,
Damn, that thing is so
I
violent.
finally got to see the car in person with my own eyeballs, and we sat there and watched that car make a full pass in anger. And the video that he sent y'all does not convey just how violent that car is.
Yeah.
We were at the end of
We're
the
mid-track.
track.
We're mid-track.
No, 3
We're about the
quarters.
8th. We're about the 8th.
No, we were past there.
Not by much. I think we were about the 8th. And
The burnout. When he started his burnout,
Which car?
Blasphemy.
when
Oh,
he
yeah?
started the burnout,
Dude, the thing was
it
fucking
was
rowdy.
one of those. I'm like, holy shit, is this a fucking pro stock or
8-second gasser. That thing
Well,
was
no, it was.
well, no, it's a 500-inch Hemi.
Well, it was.
Oh,
It was
yeah,
one of
but-
those. Even with his burnout and all that, like, and then right after that, Brett.
The two-step.
Well, no,
Oh my-
Brett ended up right after that doing his 6-second run, 2.5 seconds faster than what
Yeah.
Finnegan did, and his car with all that was so like half as quiet. Like
Yeah,
it was
it's just-
so much quiet that
Dude,
this
Blasphemy was rowdy.
what
Bla-
no
that
like
was
the
violent.
sound that it made. I was like, holy fucking
That thing,
shit!
that
like,
thing,
oh.
two-stepped off the line, cannon fire. Like someone,
Wheel-
like
wheels
someone,
up,
just, like someone
wheels
just.
You felt
up.
the pressure waves
It
hit
was-
you?
No, seriously.
Yes,
No.
Yes.
that's what I
No,
love.
no, no. The one that felt there was another car there, but no. Blasphemy on the like I said, we were probably at the 8th, and from 8th to the line, that thing coming up there and rolling up on two-step, it sounded like someone wheeled out a howitzer and just started.
Yeah, and then wheels up, fucking go out, doing 888 with an 8 at 147 miles per hour, and it was amazing. And I had the biggest smile on my face because also I knew that was the fastest pass that he's made all week, and I
Yeah.
knew at that point, he had the biggest smile on his face.
Yeah, he was one and
Like,
done. Like I said, by the time
it was one and done.
yeah, by the time we got done watching some cars and came back out to walk around the pits again, they were gone.
Yeah, they were fucking.
He went, I ran as fast as that. I'm out.
Yeah, it was from the
Also
same
from
place.
First Mag.
Yeah.
Like I said,
So,
this was the second of
This
the field trip
excites me.
beers.
Well, here you read it in because
Well, this is like one of my favorite kind of beers.
it's bigger print than
So,
this. So.
this is First Magnitude Brewing Company's Honey Bee Citrus Blonde Ale. Enjoy this refreshing beer while you ponder the great things pollinators do for Florida, like bees. And that's it. That's your reading.
It's the bee's knees.
It's the bee's
It's
knees.
the bee's knees.
Don't open the one that are dropped.
The cat's pajamas.
The cat's pajamas.
Yeah, don't.
Bink, bink.
Good.
Plancha.
Good.
God, that's good.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh
I
man.
need to
Oh,
sit
the
down.
honey hit
Oh
on that.
man.
Oh, Malanta, I like that.
It's sweet.
I like that a lot.
Oh, that's so smooth. Oh,
That's smooth.
oh.
That's really
Oh.
smooth. That's silly smooth.
I think this one deserves further investigation.
That's nice.
Wait, listen.
Hold on.
Hey,
hold
that
on,
might be
hold on.
poisonous. Let me
No,
take it.
No,
I'll take it just in case.
No, we
No.
already spread it because
I know we did.
you fucking
I
talked
know.
about that shit and
I
then
did.
you made me drop the shit. Anyway, this with the burger.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a good burger beer.
No.
A specific burger they're
No.
talking about.
This was part one of our after-track field tripping.
So, he's even gone. He went today.
I went today
He
because I
went
was up
today for
'cause
the
I wanted-
second time.
scientific purposes, of course. You
Make
know?
sure it
You
wasn't
gotta
like a.
experiment.
Make sure it wasn't a fluke. So we were sitting at the track, and obviously track food is expensive, and while we were pretty certain we weren't going to get the Silver Springs diarrhea burgers,
Because Gainesville really, like, they really are, like, if you get their food, like, they're good with it. Like,
yeah, they are.
it's
Like I
good.
said, yeah, the staff there and everybody that runs the concessions, they
amazing.
are.
Amazing.
But I mean,
the fucking line.
the line was
Once it
insane.
hit 11 o'clock, holy, like, we're like.
Yeah, you were gonna
no,
stand. You
no.
were 30, 40 minutes in line, and also
If
too,
not
like I said,
more.
and obviously track food prices, which
Right.
are what they are.
It was $15 for the.
Yeah, me and
Hamburger.
Sabrina got. I got for me and Sabrina because that was when Mike was watching Mr. Sam make a pass.
Yeah,
Me and Sabrina at this point were like, yeah, we need something to drink, so we went up there and we got 2 large drinks, and it was $14.
Yeah.
So you know track food prices.
Yeah.
So we're sitting there and we're about getting ready to what time you want to leave, figuring out what we're gonna do with what time to leave for traffic
We just really
and
wanted to watch Jeremy try
Yeah.
to run.
Yeah.
And all that. Who is the one that did the amazing fucking trailer burnout last
yeah,
time.
he had a couple issues on his run, but
the charge pipe kept on blowing off.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, the burnout that he did was really
yeah,
fucking
it was
good.
on point. It was on point. He does do very good burnouts. So we were trying to figure out what to eat. So Sabrina starts bringing up maps and starts bringing up stuff that's close. And she found a wood-fired pizza place that sounded really good. She's like, "There's also this place called Goldie's Burgers," and she's like,
The smash burgers.
"She's like
but
Smash
it's,
Burgers,"
like,
and
here.
it's also like right around the corner from First Magnitude Brewing. But don't let that influence your decision at all.
like yeah.
Now,
Oh no, that would never influence my
Okay.
decision.
But and that was the
So-
thing. We're like, but
so I'm up there.
Right.
So because of ongoing medical stuff, I'm up there once a month for things,
Mm-hmm.
which is why I was up there today. And every time I go up there, I've been to Swamphead because they open like at 2, so I can usually
sometimes
so
earlier too.
so yeah. So by the time I get done with what I have to do up there and go and get some lunch, I can usually find ways to entertain myself for a little while longer, so I can make it to Swamphead as they're opening. Grab some beer for what we're doing here, and then be on my way. So I've been to Swamphead a couple of times, and I've wanted to go to First Magnitude, but most of the time when I'm up there,
they don't open. till
they
4.
don't open till 4. So and apparently on weekends they open up at 2, but there's a lot of times where they didn't open till 4, and I'm like, I'm not hanging out here until 4 o'clock in the afternoon, going there, and then dealing with
5 o'clock traffic.
5
drive
o'clock
home.
getting out of there. So it was like, as soon as she mentioned First Magnitude, I popped open. I was like, oh
They
damn.
opened at 2 today.
They open in like 5 minutes. So we ended up
I'm
going
like,
to.
oh my god, we have to go here, and then
So-
we're going
Oh,
there.
no.
So we-
oh no.
Darn. So we ended up going to this little place called Goldie's, and
So but it's literally at the park. So it's on the other side of the little. It's probably a man-made lake and all that.
yeah, there's.
But
It's called
it's
the
hard- it's
Depot
hard to
District or
describe.
Depot area.
it's not like our depot area. Like
Right.
it's. I'm pretty sure man-made.
Like a man-made lake,
train-
and then there's
like,
park and-
train tracks and all that. But it's this.
I think the building and the tracks were relocated from somewhere else, from a different part of Gainesville.
But it's just a thing, and like as soon as I realized, like, oh no, like this is a like walk up thing, I'm like, these burgers might not be good.
But we were
Oh.
committed,
Yep.
so we went in, and there's some tables and stuff in there, but it's basically an old depot building, and you just roll open the doors, and it's just open air inside. And so we're like, all right, let's try it. So I got it. I got the double and fries
I got a regular cheeseburger. Sabrina got the regular hamburger.
and
we got
tots.
tater tots. Yeah.
And so mine came
It
out.
was $25 for me and her to get the full
And
everything.
I did bacon on mine because bacon and cows and pigs together are freaking tasty.
Yeah, but you did double.
Friends
So
forever.
you did basically everything
Yeah,
that you
so-
could add to it.
So as soon as I opened up the bag, I didn't know that in their menu doesn't say they do like they season their fries, and I don't know.
I'm sitting
I don't
across
know.
from it, and I'm like, oh,
I don't
those
know
smell
what
amazing.
witchcraft they're putting into their seasoning mix.
It's good.
Freaking good.
Just even smelling it across the table, I'm like, oh, that smells.
Pull everything
that smells
out, and
really
then
good.
I uncurl the burger, and these were not patties. These were 2 balls of meat that were dropped down on the grill with a bunch of sea salt crammed on top of them, and then someone just went, smashed it flat. Crispy, salty, not a bit of it was dried out.
The edges were so
Like-
freaking crispy.
And
it
this-
was almost like croutons.
Sesame,
So
poppy
crispy.
seed, bun, lettuce, tomato. They have their own like sauce they call Goldie sauce. I don't know what the magic's in that, but it's
It
freaking
was
amazing.
almost like Big Mac sauce, but
No,
with
Big Mac-
extra, with
Big Mac
extra
sauce
sauce.
is an affront to humanity. That stuff is freaking disgusting. This stuff was
Oh,
nothing.
It was good.
We're out of Big Mac sauce. Okay, take this jar of mayonnaise and let it sit in the sun for a couple of hours.
Oh.
It'll be
Big
fine.
sauce.
It'll be fine.
But no, it was.
So yeah, our track day at Gainesville turned into a kind of a multi kind of field trip
That
thing.
was
I'm gonna have to go there.
well. It was one of those like, and I'm.
Yeah,
not
like I
I'm
said,
not talking about this lately. That was the best hamburger I've ever had, and I'm not joking. It was amazing. It was cheap, but it was fucking good. And like
it wasn't Checkers cheap.
no, but it was one of those for the price point with that. Like I've had even like
So mine-
really expensive hamburgers. No, this was fucking amazing,
And they were fast.
and I ate it quicker than both of them. And I finished it, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is the greatest thing, like the greatest hamburger that I've ever had.
And
in
then
my
we went to
entire
First
life.
Magnitude and had beer and bought beer, and then we ended up fighting traffic coming home.
And I fell asleep in the back. Like it was great. It was great.
It was a great day all around.
Oh,
I
it
took a
was
nappy nap.
It was
I
a
saw
fantastic day.
I saw drag cars. I had a really good hamburger. I had really good beer. And then
We saw fentanyl zombies.
Yeah, and I took a nap in the back of the car. It was great. It was great.
It was a
So-
great day.
Can I ask, are we ready to move into an auction car?
Oh, I do have an auction car.
Because you do.
I
you
do.
sent it.
I do, and I think I have a banger.
A proper banger?
I do not believe we have ever done one of these.
Because
At that point, when
Well,
you're saying
the
a
text
banger,
is up on
like,
the screen and everything.
you
Look at that.
talking
the
about
car
a-
and bids car is ready.
is
And
it a
here we
British
go.
car?
Hmm?
Is it a British car?
No, it is not.
Oh, okay.
It is from the good old US of A.
No, it's not.
Oh no, these actually are. No, these actually are. No, because
So I'm looking at
this.
the seats. Okay, so is it front wheel drive or rear wheel drive?
Oh, this is front wheel drive.
Okay.
What I have for you is a 1985 Dodge Daytona 5-speed manual turbo 4-cylinder,
Look at it's
unmodified.
It is gold on gold on gold
On brown.
gold.
That's not gold. That's brown.
No, that is gold.
That's
no, that is
Listen,
gold
it's
member.
gold.
That is gold member gold.
That is halfway between gold and goat shit brown.
I love gold.
The
With
actual
the hubcaps too.
the actual color name is called Gold Dust Metallic.
See, it's
It's
gold.
gold dust.
So
Call it whatever you want.
Oh,
That's
look at
fucking
that steering
brown.
wheel. Oh, look at that
Fucking
steering wheel.
brown.
So square.
And the accordion square shift boot.
Oh, yeah.
The
Accordion-
best part about it
Is
is
it,
car.
is it turbo or no?
yes, this is
Oh,
a real
so it's a
Daytona
2.2
turbo.
turbo.
So this car has 83,500 miles.
What year was it?
85. Beige interior, clean New Jersey
So
title.
it's a single one. So, because later on they didn't. Okay, sorry.
No. That's I mean, obviously it has the 80s Dodge headliner things.
The headliner.
My Porsche
That's
has
exact.
that.
Normally I don't post a headliner
No.
picture, but when I saw all those holding it up, I'm like, oh, I'm throwing
No,
that in.
but that reminds me of when Jackie had the Xterra. Literally.
Thumbtacks everywhere.
Yes,
Porsche,
just like that.
I have a number.
So
in mind
there's
already.
no accidents. Does have
many
gaps in the
miles?
Carfax, but obviously this is. I mean, look at the thing.
How many miles are on it?
83,500.
No, I got my number.
14-inch steel wheels, metal hubcaps, rear wiper, rear spoiler, cloth upholstery, front sport seats, manual door windows, power adjustable door mirrors, turbo
Oh, shit,
boost
hey.
gauge,
Chris, what did Mike say?
8,800.
Oh,
message center on the center
okay,
stack,
Mike,
AM/FM radio.
You're right there with
So
me.
some exterior chips, scratches, and spots of overspray. Hey, it's 1985. What are you gonna do? Warped gasket on the A-pillars. Also, what are you gonna do? Some wear on the driver's seats, outer
Mike,
bolsters,
Actually,
and interior touch
yeah,
points.
what I was gonna
Again,
do.
crack trim around the seatbelt, sagging headliner. Well, except for the thumbtacks.
Mm,
It says some rust on underbody components, but the only stuff I saw rusty was the exhaust and the fuel tank straps. Like the rest of the underside of that car is
Yeah,
pretty
so,
goddamn
Which
tight.
it don't matter. You can store that car in a hermetically sealed box, and that stuff will still rust.
At
Yeah.
that point, that's pop metal.
Right.
So
It
again,
is pop metal.
Chris, you weren't around for this, and I was a kid when these. That's a K car. Everything.
No, it is.
no.
No, it is. It is.
That is a K car. Everything Chrysler built in the 80s,
Was that platform?
except for the Diplomat and the trucks, was K cars. That platform saved that company. Lee Iacocca was a freaking genius for that.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is 100% made in America. There's
All right, boys.
So-
I can
what do we got?
actually
What do we got?
see
What do
the
we got?
picture. Torque steering itself off the road, though.
And that's the thing. Like, I'm
I
surprised
think
this thing is not in that fence right there.
Right.
Because it should be going
What?
to the
That's
right.
why he parked it on the road.
Yeah,
No,
the
it
picture
should
is
be.
warping
No, that's
itself
why.
off the
That's
road.
why it's parked to the left.
even like Mike said, even the Rampage was a K car. He's absolutely right.
But
I think
that's why it's parked to the left is because it knows that
It
It
wants to
torque
go
steered
down.
itself that way
Yes.
when they were trying to park it.
No,
it torques yours to the right. So
The
you
driver
need
put
that
it there
much-
because it was heading to the right. Now, I think I am the only one here who has actually experienced
you
these
have,
cars.
You have.
You're not. I have experience. Well, I don't know if it was that generation or the next one. I was 16 years old, and I don't remember all that clearly.
Driving it or riding bitch?
Just riding.
Okay,
But it was a Shelby Daytona Z.
Okay.
That was
yeah,
a
yeah.
later one, but
But
I have
even-
driven.
but
I have
even
driven
with
that.
that-
I have driven that generation car.
Yeah.
But even with that
Ah,
generation,
Mike too. Yeah.
But
So
even
Mike-
with that generation, Chris, no, that is seriously.
Mike,
it's the,
right here with you, bud.
Well, it's because the one fucking shaft was this big, the other one was this big. It
Right.
was a fucking rubber band that pulls you to the right, and it was always the passenger side one.
Yeah, because they had two different sized drive shafts.
11.5.
But see,
Your turn. I already have mine in mind.
yeah,
I'm not changing
no,
equipment,
like
so.
seriously, Mike's number was the number I was about to say.
Yeah, I was kind of
88.
that, but then I shifted.
11.5.
He's 11.5.
It's super clean.
Mike's
Hold on.
This
no,
Mike's
no,
And this
no,
is
no.
this is like straight up Radwood. Like
Should I
know.
say mine to make you feel better?
No.
Because mine's hard and firm, if you know what I mean.
You're gonna
Giggity.
do 4.
No. Higher than that.
It's-
Higher than that. Higher than that.
How many miles?
83,500.
83,000. And what year? 85.
85.
It's gold.
It's gold on
God,
beam.
that thing
but-
weighed 3,500
but it's-
pounds.
But
No, that's the
it
gross
is
vehicle
so
weight rating.
Specific buyer. Specific thing.
Gross vehicle weight
said
rating
what?
is the weight of the car plus all the
correct,
fluids
correct.
plus all the passengers and luggage.
11 something.
He was 11. He was 11.5. He's 88.
13.5.
13.5.
God damn. What is wrong with y'all?
Where are you at, Mr. Daniel?
7-7 all day. Actually,
Oh my
it's like
God.
7-6-49 basically, like 7, like a cusp of 7-7.
What's the noise?
So this is
What's the noise that they make when everyone overbid?
Wah, wah, wah. You guys are
1,400.
you guys are going to be You guys are going to be shocked by this. This car sold
Do
for
you mean I want it?
No,
I should have bought
he-
it.
yeah,
I should have bought it.
I'd have bought 2 of them at that price.
$4,300.
Damn.
$4,300.
Damn.
Was this?
like you
this
said?
was,
I
oh,
would've
it was.
bought-
It was cars and bids. That's why.
And it
There's
sold.
no bring a trailer tax.
I
Yeah,
threw
but-
bring a trailer tax on it because that was around like 5K.
4.
Like I said, I haven't done Bring a Trailer in a while because it's an absolute pain in the ass to try to save the pictures off that website because of the web. Yeah, see, like I said,
I'd have bought 2 of them at that price.
I saw the
Hell,
car.
I would have bought 3 of them.
I mean, I saw the car and I'm like, well, we haven't done one of these before. And then I saw the price. I'm like, they'll never get this.
Look at that interior.
I know.
Look at it.
Clean.
I know the whole car is so clean.
Like
It's been. I mean, it's been
Listen,
repainted, but
it's gold on brown on gold.
on steel wheels with aluminum hubcaps.
Yes.
Now we have one more thing to talk about before we end the show,
poop,
and that is
poop,
where'd it go?
poop.
Oh, there it is.
Are we talking about?
Oh,
poop?
you guys might have a.
You got to see this.
Please tell me we're talking about.
Oh yeah,
poop.
yeah. No. Well, something that when you see it, you'll say, "Oh shit."
This was a brown note moment. That's for sure.
Oh, we're talking about that.
So-
No, I thought we were talking about Stellantis.
No, that's a shit show, literally.
So
So,
what I deal with at work every day.
so that right there is my spare tire. That did not happen with that tire on the ground. That happened with my tire in the trunk. Daniel actually saw it with his own eyeballs a couple days ago.
The only thing I can think of is
It's just
which
old.
it sounds funny, I guess, but just
Vibrations?
no extraction.
Dry rot.
No extraction and contraction of said air and said tire in the stable environment of your clean trunk.
Hold
For
on. You
years.
said that you filled it.
I used it. So I
When he
used.
filled it,
So
too.
I used it.
No, you said
So I used it one time 5 years ago.
5 or 6.
5 years
It's been
ago,
a
I used it
while.
one time, and probably put like maybe 15 miles on it.
I probably didn't have the correct air in it. And then
No, like I said, it did because it's one of the things that I'm kind of nutty about
usually
is.
check it. That's what's so weird.
Okay,
Why would it
so-
just erupt?
Okay, so
That fucks with me. I don't like
when
this.
we started
you know
having
I don't like this.
so
right?
when we started having our cold snaps, obviously the first cold snap that you have,
TVMS
Oh,
lights
the
come
lights.
on.
Like, hold on.
everybody's tires
Scientific
get low.
and probabilities make me upset.
I was gonna
though.
say.
Okay, so like
literally,
everybody's
not a
tires
problem,
get low, and modern cars with TPMS lights, everybody's lights light up, and everybody freaks out. Well, no, it just got cold. You got to air up your tires for the cold weather.
Yep.
So I serviced all the tires on the property. So it was my car, Dad's truck,
Yeah.
and then I got to thinking, I was like, I haven't looked at that spare tire since I used it. And I'm pretty sure that the spares on the other 2 vehicles have never been touched. So 2009 and 2015 for the other 2. That one had a date code of 23rd week of 2007. So I go and I service all the tires for the cold snap and also service all the spare tires. And everything's fine. Everything's good. So sometime in the last month and a half.
And it had to have happened
So
when
sometime
your
in
car
the
was parked.
So because I never heard it.
Because you would have heard
If
that.
I'd have been in the car, that must have been.
Oh,
We would have pulled off the road, going, "What the hell just happened?"
That must have sounded like a fucking bomb went off.
But
Yeah,
but
that's what I'm
also
saying. That's so crazy.
being in the car, like even like
Dude,
during
I've
the
had
day, like
80s
your
cars.
No.
with tires like that
No.
have,
It's
like,
one of
done
those.
that,
His
though.
car's
It's so
in the
weird.
garage, and I know where your bedroom is, and that.
Yeah, if it
Like-
if it would have happened at the house, I would have heard that.
Like
That's so
from where
weird.
his car is parked in the garage, like it's
To anywhere
like,
in the house, to anywhere in the
yeah,
house,
to
to anywhere in the house.
It
If
looked
that-
like a
like
flat.
you or your dad would have
But like
heard it.
being like
So-
somebody who like works with this all day, like you two, to me it looked like a blown out flat tire.
Like I
So,
said, I
here's
have
the-
never,
here's
I
the
have,
thing.
I have never seen a tire look like that. That wasn't rolling right before it looked like
Yeah.
that.
So here's what you're dealing with. You've got a tire that is closing up on 20 years old.
Oh yeah, like I
Okay.
said, it's just old.
You filled up those tires when it was in the cold snap, probably first thing in the morning or early
No, it was-
afternoon.
Well, it was midday, but even then, I
But
didn't fill it up.
The
to full
car had been
capacity.
sitting in the shade, so the car was still cold. The tire
Oh,
was
yeah.
still cold.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it happened while it was sitting in the parking lot. somewhere.
Probably in the mid 30s.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
It happened. It happened sitting in a parking lot.
Every
somewhere.
10 degrees is 2 psi.
Yeah.
So you filled it up. That tire was probably 30 psi when you filled it up, or 30
Fif-
degrees when you filled it up.
Yeah.
You filled it up to the what? The 60 psi it's
50.
recommended. 50. And then it
Because
warmed up.
I don't trust any car tire at 60 psi.
It warmed up to 70, 80, 75
went-
degrees.
and it. Boop.
And it went from 50 to, the 65 degrees. And
And
it just went, you know what?
I'm done.
I'm
the
out.
only reason I noticed it is because I was in the trunk for something else,
Mm-hmm.
and going through and lifting the
You know
panels.
what's hysterical?
And and it was Ed looking. He's like, "Hey, what's that thing on the trunk? The module that's there by the spare tire?"
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, I honestly don't know. I don't know if it's a safety, it's an inertia switch. I don't know if it's fuel pump cut off. I don't know what it is, but it's there. And
On
while
the right side,
we,
underneath the carpet?
on the driver's side of the wheel
Yeah.
well
Yeah.
of
yeah.
the tire well.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know what it was there for,
It's
but
missing.
anyway, while I was looking at that, I just happened to notice alligator hanging out in my trunk, and I'm like, well, what? And that's when I opened everything up, and I was like, what in the absolute
What
shit
the
is
hell?
this?
You said there was an alligator.
You-
in your
Well,
So-
road gator.
is that how you lost your leg?
You know what's
No.
hysterical is the spare tire in the 86 still is at the 55 psi that it's at, and it's been that way since 86.
So
I have to
here's
go
the
pick
messed
up
up.
my dinner.
So here's the messed
Yeah.
up thing about that tire. Dan could not find it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Michelle
fucked
at
up,
the Ford
bro.
dealership could not find it.
Yeah, that's
You're
it.
out.
I
Yeah, no, I gotta.
think I found it.
Okay. Well, hold on.
Tire Rack says they will have some in stock on the 18th.
And
There
I
you
hope
go.
they do. And if they do, I'm gonna throw it on for you. But dude, that was like I can find
Like
any
how many
tire.
how many tire distributors do you have access to?
At least 6, and that's not even like people I call. That's just websites.
Yeah.
I can find any. I literally just ordered 6 tires for a drift event. Like
Yeah.
that came in
I was
today.
gonna say you
Like,
get Peyton.
yeah, I supplied him his tires.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can find some effed up tire sizes. That one, no exist.
And like
no there.
I mean, I was even looking on like the normal like
but hey, I
Tires
gotta-
Plus, Tires Kingdom, and all those stuff.
But yeah,
I
on
got-
that
I gotta-
bombshell.
I'm
On
sorry, I
that
gotta say
bombshell
about that. I need
of
to go get
Dan
my
has
food.
to leave, so
I
bye
need to go get my
everybody.
food.
So everybody have a good night. We'll
I
see
hope
you in
you
2
guys have a
weeks.
great night. See you 2 weeks.
See you in 2
Bye.
weeks.